left a comment in the previous video on donkeytale. His second channel's back. I don't see any videos on it. I'm thinking he doesn't want people to easily find himself on YouTube. This is the biggest video platform, we all know it. So that is my reasoning about why he deleted everything, why he scrubbed it all. I wouldn't be surprised if he quits. I wouldn't be surprised if he just stays with Aftermath FM and doesn't post to YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back to YouTube after a while where he just figures, F it, I don't care if my grandkids see me. I don't care if they find out. Look at Poinkanen. He said on one show that his family doesn't want to see him because of his public persona. When people need a job, they do what they have to do. It's not the right thing to do, but it's the explanation for why this happens. There's someone I shall not name who is sending me love sirens. It's not going to happen. This person says, I've been watching all the shows on her channel. I let slip out her. So now I've proven that I've watched one video on Who Shall Not Be Named. They're on tilt because I know that they know that I know. And hence a lot of other people know that this is a cointelpro bracket scam, including a lot of tardy dyskinesia and reading off of scripts. Now the person sending me the love siren, she's not saying he says they're reading off of teleprompters. No, she just sticks to the cointelpro point because it's obvious that my point about cointelpro is the what I do. The what I do. I'm tied to no one. No one can get to me anymore. I'm what's referred to as a free spirit. I think someday, like 50 to 100 years, I like to use that time span, but I truly believe in 50 to 100 years, there'll be something out there that discovers me, my ideas, and they'll say, well, there was actually a little bit of resistance during that time when the internet was rigged. And I'm going to do an impersonation. I guess that's what I do when I'm doing those songs. No, I'm not actually trying to sound like them. Sometimes I do, like when I was doing Elvis Presley, I was trying to sound like him. Not all the time. I know when not to push it. You can't push the impersonations. They either come easily or just stay in tune. This is Perfect Day by Lou Reed. Before that, someone left a comment saying they feel vindicated by the new video on donkeytale as Jimmy Jean. Yes, there is that. Google tried to put all our emails into one batch. I'm sure some people will know what I mean. We didn't sign out. We didn't empty the cache. We're on Chrome, or they notice we're this and that. So they're like, oh, so donkeytale gave me one of his generic throwaway addresses, like donkeytale 666, one of those. He liked to put 666 at the end of his name. So that's a weird thing. We're not allowed to discuss Free May, Son Ree. We're not allowed to discuss it without being smeared as kooks. Yet it's the gosh darn truth, ain't it? So yeah, I got a second email address off of him somehow. Like Google interchanged them. I don't think it was donkeytale's fault. And I wasn't going to put out his real name. I'd let him know that I know his real name. He knew that, he's known that I know his real name. We went our ways. I couldn't prove that he was a disinfo shill, even though there's been tons of things here and there that make it seem like he's a disinfo shill. Everyone thought he was a disinfo shill. They thought he was a GOP infiltrator or blah, blah, blah. I'm the only one who's come forward with the cointelpro theory. It's not even a theory at this point. I pretty much proved it. The problem is, there's no way to get information out there. We're in a complete lockdown. Okay, let's just keep going. We have to keep breathing. We can't just give up. So I'm going to impersonate. I'm going to try my best to, but I'm not going to force it. I'm going to try to sound like Lou Reed doing the song Perfect Day, which is what I'm going to have. And I hope you do too, even if you're the disinfo shills. Those disinfo shills, they don't look at themselves as disinfo shills in cointelpro. They don't think about it. And that's where the drug use comes in, so they can forget about it. I'm not a drug abuser, so I didn't end up with tardive dyskinesia. I will smoke some weed, though, because it takes the rough edges off. It's to appreciate life. I go for the sativa. I don't go for that heavy-duty stuff that wipes you out. The sativa is the happy-feely type of weed. But let's get this done. I do enjoy singing, but I definitely realize I need to get a microphone. There might be one in the other room, or I'll buy one. Most of all, though, I know it can't be that bad for audio, even if it's not fancy equipment. Cleaned out the port, and the voice is what matters. So the point was to see if I could be in tune, if I could sing. Okay, here goes. I've proven that I can sing. I will thank the person who I'm not going to mention. She's trying to entangle me. She wants to continue a conversation that I offered months ago. She said it was the GOP infiltrating. I said it was cointelpro. That was when she could have opened her yapper, not after all this weird stuff has happened since. Maybe I do like to lurk other channels. Doesn't matter. I do find an interest in that she's so interested in me. Just lurk. It's okay to lurk and not open your yapper. I'm not talking about you anymore. Did I even mention your name? No. So stick with those other people no one cares about. Because you're not involved with my shtick. I have more respect for donkeytale than yourself. I love myself some Jimmy Jane. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, he's also cointelpro, so he has to go to the woodshed for that. He needs to repent. Where can he go? Is there anywhere someone could go to be a whistleblower? Say you have all this information on crime within the U.S. military in regards to democracy or lack of such. Like, where would someone go to just leave this country and to blurt it out, to spill beans, to spill the bainage? Because I see Assange in prison, I see Snowden in Russia, so I don't see where anyone can go. Like, why would you go to Russia when Russia isn't legit? Why didn't Snowden go to Iceland? Maybe Iceland isn't that great, who knows? Is there anywhere to go? Is there even one frickin' country that isn't nuts? Because that's what I would do if I was a soldier. Alright, I have to belt this tune out. There's a lot of stuff to be done within a day. Thanks again for giving my show a chance, my podcast. I work hard at these, even though they're improvised for the most part. Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park. And then later, when it gets dark, we go home. Just a perfect day. Feed animals in the zoo. Then later, movie too, and then home. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. I gotta start over. I had the music too loud. I had Lou Reed on too loud. I need it so I can hear myself too, to tone, to make sure I'm in tune, to at least be able to hear myself, to give myself a chance to know if I'm in tune. I'm also drinking coffee and going slow. Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park. And then later, when it gets dark, we go home. Just a perfect day. Feed animals in the zoo. Then later, a movie too, and then home. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, it's such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Just a perfect day, problems all left alone. Weekenders on our own, it's such fun. Just a perfect day, you made me forget myself. I thought I was someone else, someone good. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Big finish. You're going to reap just what you sow. 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 That was a good job by the subtitle anchor. I hope it did service to that tune. This has been the Tokyo Shemp News Network. Take care. Have nice nights. Truly.